say to you, and I'm not going to involve it too much because it's not fair on you because you're pretty shabby. All I would say is the truth lies between the two, okay? I did something that was unwise, and I did something that was probably unintentionally mischievous, but it wasn't malicious. I told him something unwisely that I genuinely believed and still believe. And you would not believe that, and I respect that because you know that person in a way that I don't, okay? I respect that. And you know, whilst Shelly doesn't like me and I don't like her, I've never said a bad thing about her. Yeah. No, I don't think she's backstabbing or anything. I'm probably worse than her on that level. I'm not.
No, because you never come to me and spoken about Shelly, never. So today about that to me, I just thought, God, why is that happening?
I'm not going to judge you. You had your reasons, and I respect those reasons.
I just didn't like the way it felt after they'd done you standing alone against the people, the minorities in the situation. People who are supposed to be, you're supposed to know you very well, maybe even better than me. My friend's already defended. He knows you. He's somebody that I cannot tolerate on any level.
No, I understand.
And I just can't.
Well, the truth is, like, what is upsetting for me about all this, number one, how it's turned out, because whatever your view of what I did over the shabby thing, you know that I'm totally loyal to John and I never said a word against him and I love him to bits. So I'm hurt at what's happened considering I tried to do it for the right reasons, number one. The other thing that I'm hurt about is, well, not hurt about, it's just what you wouldn't believe having seen this and knowing me in this context, like any outside world. I always never have arguments with people. This is the weird thing. I'm laid back. I have lots and lots and lots of friends. So maybe it's an ego thing. What's particularly hurt me is that Shabby and I just, it's not that we even dislike each other. We just can't relate to each other in any way. And I always never have that with people. We just...
Sorry, I'm really just going to talk. I will go back.
I actually have to as well. You go up there, because I won't, honestly, I don't think I...
The style songs more, don't you?
To a men's pub we run, it's just, there is piss all over the floor.
What?
To the point where it's discoloured now. I'm having to go and clean it.
What now?
Yeah, I'm going to clean it. I'm just going to
Do you,
what I use.
do you not want to use a mop and like bleach and that?
You can use some-
Where's the mop?
I didn't bring it.
I'll get it. We'll put some bleach in it and give it a good old mop.
Fine.
Filthy buggers.
What's wrong with you, Kiva? I'm so tired.
For Ben?
Because the thing is, you know what you did was wrong, but sometimes the thing is, nice people do bad things.
Of course they do.
Do you know what I mean? And I don't believe
Oh, I've got the line up.
I don't believe it's my person, do you? don't believe he's a bad person.
Well, the thing is, I've tried so hard to not believe that he's a bad
believe he's a
person.
bad person.
No, I don't think he's a
But
bad
I do
person, but I
believe
do think that it's manipulative.
And I do believe that tonight was about getting one over on her.
Oh yeah, so I'm not saying in general that his life is, you know, that he walks around and spits on the poor people, but I think that maybe he is manipulating the whole situation.
It's like Dave didn't defend him, which I think was a good thing. I thought you
That
know
gave
what?
me...
I thought good on you, you know, because at least you know. But then he was.
What do you mean?
When the group had subsided.
You never know what to do. It's just a total mind.
If he really just, and I don't know who to trust and who not to trust. That's
I've been through that.
And the thing is, but my problems all lie within that group, as in like who to trust, not to trust. Completely trust all of you lot.
But I know what you mean. Like you just don't know. I've been like that, but before speaking to you, I've already made up my.
People that I don't know to trust, I believe,
And Ben.
And now,
No,
unfortunately,
Ben's.
I don't know about
Ben's in that three.
Before, for me, it was never.
It was never me. Ben was never for me. Yeah. Well, he was when he said about Shabby and her acting. When he said about Shabby for the acting, that's when it got to. And then more and more things have made me see it. Will you loan me one? Yeah, don't. It's so hard to be able to, because the whole point of this is that you just can't, you don't know. And that's the thing that really makes it quite scary.
This is Big Brother. Could all housemates ensure they're wearing their microphones at all times?
Is that you? Mwah. Don't worry about it, Jovan. You'll work it out when you sit in that diary room. Night. I am so in love with Jovan. He's such a lovely guy. I want to be his big sister.
No, it's fine, don't worry about it. It's come, stay for 2 minutes and then let me go. Because let me just listen there because it's complicated. The thing that's difficult, or not difficult about all of this, is that in any large group, and there are 14 people here, there'll be naturally people that gravitate towards each other and people who don't. That's normal. You remember it from school, I remember it from university, all that sort of stuff. What makes it more, what's the word I'm looking for, what makes it more synthetic here is because you've got the smoking thing, so you've got a lot of people who naturally wouldn't necessarily be friends, and indeed a lot of people on the inside who naturally wouldn't be friends, who are divided and united purely by whether they smoke or not. You understand that? So it means that certain people, like Shabby is an example, though there is whatever a lack of chemistry between us, like so that. Nathan is someone I really, really like and respect, and I enjoy his company, but I almost never see him just because of divisions, which you understand. And so, like, what is really difficult for me to deal with or hurtful is to think that Shabby is, and I say this as a compliment to her, she's a very magnetic character. She's got her two very loyal friends, the three of them, and then obviously the rest of you have got to know her, and you like her, and that's great, I can understand why you like her. But what I mean is that everything gets amplified here. Do you know what I mean? I've got a few people around me, obviously I do, I know you've got big problems with one of them, and I respect that. But it sort of works differently. We do generally like each other, and I'm very fond, I'm very fond of Mary, I'm very fond of John. But generally, our group exists purely because we don't go outside. Do you get what I mean? So I'm not saying it's not a clique, it is a bit, but it's a clique of convenience rather than a clique of sort of
Natural attraction.
Insiders and outsiders. saying this to ask for your sympathy. I'm just being honest with you. Like, people find it difficult enough to choose nominations for this sort of thing at the best of times. This, you know, in a way, I've got myself to blame, so I'm not blaming you, but this could not have happened at a worse time. Because let's be honest, John would have been fighting for survival, where not what happened to me.